The Nintendo Treehouse played Hyrule Warriors live on E3's show floor, and I'm sure fans were excited to see Midna being the star of this first segment. I want to run through a really quick recap in what I'm going to call the E3 Cap Recap. Let's go. When you start up and select a character, you also select a weapon, and we see here that Midna uses the shackle as her weapon, at least for this particular session, as you can obviously see a blank spot for another weapon down below it. This level that Treehouse played on is called Palace of Twilight, specifically inspired by Twilight Princess, if it wasn't obvious. If you're not familiar with the Dynasty Warriors franchise, well, neither am I, but I'm gonna do my best to very quickly explain some of the basic things that you can do. Regardless of which character you play as, you've got a walk animation, a run animation, and with the case of Midna being that she floats when doing the walk and summons a Twilight Wolf when she's running. But then you also have weak and strong attacks and combos to go with all of that. Other than that, it appears you just wail on enemies, literally just run in and own up. While the game mostly consists of these weak and strong attacks and combos, etc., you can also see in the top left right there, right underneath your hearts or HP, there's a yellow bar that fills up gradually as you defeat enemies anywhere on the map. When that bar is fully filled, you can use your character's special attack, which clearly can wipe out many enemies in a given area. And they've confirmed that the characters will vary quite a bit, with Link being slower, more powerful, kind of combo-based, generally, while Midna's attacks will be more precise and calculated, possibly for someone who is just a bit more familiar with the controls and playstyle of the game. Now, on this Palace of Twilight level, it seems as though the objective is basically to take over the various keeps or barracks that are placed throughout this vast stage. Once you enter one of the several keeps that are around, you'll see a bar go down as you defeat the enemies within. When the bar is all the way depleted, the keep's boss, quote-unquote, will appear, and these are kind of like mini-bosses in the sense that they're stronger than the basic enemies that are all over the place, but they aren't as strong as some of the major bosses in the game. The other advantage worth mentioning is that the keep you take over will then spawn good guys who fight for your cause instead of constantly spawning more baddies. A great item reveal in the Treehouse stream was the hookshot. You can use it to latch onto enemies and aid you in battle. So you'll gather various items from the Legend of Zelda series aside from the hookshot as well, making for another interesting game dynamic. But getting back to the objectives of this particular level, after picking up the hookshot, these stronger dragons then spawn into the map and will begin wreaking havoc. It may or may not be obvious, but these dragons can spit some fire that will destroy your keeps and bases. If the dragon successfully does destroy one of your bases, it's game over. So you'll be faced with the decision to basically expand your reach and destroy other baddies, and then from time to time be going back and taking on a dragon that might be about to destroy one of your areas. Another nod to the Zelda series is the Fairy Fountain, where you can call upon the Great Fairy to come and strengthen your items and aid you in the fights. In this level specifically, she enhances the hookshot to reach deep into the skies and knock the Twilight Dragon down onto the ground by hooking onto the huge Majora's Mask moon. Crazy! The Treehouse guys unfortunately allowed the dragon, named Argarok, to destroy their base, and so they actually ended up failing the objective. But hey, aside from that minor flop, they've shown that the game looks fun, crazy, and awesome overall. So Hyrule Warriors will be releasing September 26th in North America on the Nintendo eShop and in most of your favorite video game retailers. I hope you're looking forward to it, as I will certainly be playing it and showing it off here. So I'll catch you on the next vid, and thanks for viewing.